Glad to have you back. How was Washington?
Lousy. Hello, Ben.
Hello, Sam. How about a statement? I understand you lost the Orlando
The
case.
committee hasn't cited Orlando for contempt yet.
Where's your luggage?
They lost it in New York.
You're going to fight a contempt citation by the committee?
As soon as I get back to my office and get my sleeves rolled up.
You think the nation's biggest dope peddler deserves another chance?
Now, look.
I think he deserves a hearing. Shut up, Orlando. I hate dope peddlers as much as you do, but I love the Constitution more, and that's what I'm fighting for.
They had evidence.
Sure they had evidence. Wiretapping, illegal search and entry, reading a man's mail. You call that evidence? This subcommittee violated this man's constitutional rights.
According to the subcommittee, this man has violated some of our constitutional laws.
They got no right to
Shut
pick
up, will you, Orlando? Go wait in some pool hall until I call you.
Get in that blue car over there. I'm due in court this morning. I'll drop him off. Now, do you want to grab a cab and take a look at this?
I don't want to, but I will.
Right, Sam. Nice to see you back.
Got to admit, Fred Orlando is not a very nice guy.
The safeguards of liberty have been forged in some cases involving not very nice people. But they do protect you and me and the rest of the alleged nice people in the world. Got it?
Got it. Thanks, Sam.
All right. See you.
Excuse me. Mr. Benedict? Oh, Mr. Benedict, I recognize you.
I don't recognize you.
Oh, well, I've been trying to get in touch with you now for about 3 days, and you're out of town. And today when I called your secretary, she said that you were arriving, but she didn't know when you would be in the office. So I looked in the newspapers, and they said you were arriving at the ferry building. So I rushed right down here because I don't have much time. Oh, I'm Sarah Friedman. I came to ask you to help me.
Mrs.
Friedman.
Mrs. Friedman, today I couldn't help you find the Hall of Justice. As a matter of fact, today I don't believe there is such a building. As a further matter of fact, I don't believe there is justice.
You?
Oh, forget it.
Here I come, mister. Oh, please. It's very urgent. You see, I've just got to get married.
You did say that your name was Mrs. Friedman.
Yeah.
That is a wedding ring that you're wearing.
Oh, well, I'm married, yes and no. You see, I'm gonna have the baby, but my mother doesn't know about Morton.
Well, neither do I.
Oh, Morton is my husband, and he just doesn't want to go through with it.
Mort doesn't want you to have the baby?
Oh, of course he wants me to have the baby. He just doesn't want to get married the way we should get married.
Oh. Hey. Are you,
Yeah, I think so.
Come on, get us out of here.
But there's a company rule.
Forget the company rule. Wait a minute, young lady. What hospital are we going to? Who's your doctor? Who do we call?
Oh, no, don't call anybody.
What?
No. I won't have the baby till I get married to my husband. I hope I haven't been confusing you.
No, of course not. It's just that I'm a lawyer and I'd like to be of some help to you, if anyone can be of help to you. And, let's get back to Morton.
I love him.
Oh, good.
But Morton and I were not married in a synagogue, and I'm an Orthodox Jew.
And what about Morton?
He is an Orthodox nut. One day he's Jewish, the next day he's Zen Buddhist. All last month he was Zarathustrian. You should pardon the expression. You see, I guess he's just trying to find himself. Does that clear it up?
Well, let's keep working at it. What does this Morton do for a living?
Oh, what doesn't Morton do for a living? Morton has a milk route in Berkeley, and then after classes, he takes care of a laboratory. Animals in a laboratory.
Classes? What classes?
Morton is going to be a doctor.
Well, he's a hard-working fellow, this Morton, and I'm a hard-working lawyer. Now, tell me, Mrs. Friedman, just what is it you would like me to do for you?
Advise me what to do about Mama.
Mama?
Mama. You see, Mama never met Morton. Now, she's coming in tomorrow by airplane. Now, what do you think she's going to say 2 steps off the airplane? Mazel tov, sweetheart? Oh, no. She's going to say, how do you do? So, where's the wedding certificate? And who was the rabbi?
Tell me, Mrs. Friedman, have you ever thought of telling Mama the truth?
Oh, sure. Hi, Ma. I'm sort of not married to a boy who's not exactly Jewish. And, Ma, I'm gonna have a baby. Oh, would she be happy? Delighted. She'd go home with us. She'd go in the kitchen, and she'd put her head in the oven and turn on the gas.
Oh. Well, then you care a great deal about being married in a religious Orthodox ceremony.
I care, Mr. Benedict. I care very much. You see, it's what I am. I miss not having God in my home. And I care very much about Ma.
You know, it seems to me that what you need is a rabbi and a doctor, not a lawyer. Now, why don't you get a hold of a rabbi and a...
Oh, no, you don't see it. You see, I must have tried maybe a dozen rabbis. Morton is the problem.
Oh. We're back to Morton.
Morton, who feels that he is no longer Jewish, and therefore it would be a hypocrisy to be married by a rabbi. You see. Please, help me.
Tell me, do you have a wedding certificate?
Oh, certainly. Right in the top right-hand drawer of my bureau, right under the simulated pearl choker Morton gave me. But Mama won't like it.
Well, I like it. You see, under the laws of the state of California, you are legally married, Mrs. Friedman. Now, you get a hold of the wedding certificate and get a hold of Mort and give me a call at Garfield 10713, and I'll get a hold of a rabbi who'll talk some sense into Mort, and we'll get you married in an Orthodox religious ceremony. Now, how's that?
Oh, great. But you know it has to be before sundown tonight, Mr. Benedict.
What?
Oh, sure. You see, after sundown, the Sabbath begins, and no rabbi would marry us after sundown. Now, I call you at Garfield 10713 with Mort and the certificate, and maybe I'll even have time to pick up a wedding dress along the way. I think I have everything clear.
Oh, that's very nice. Because, frankly, I'm still working at it.
Morning, Mr. Benedict.
Morning.
How was Washington?
Fine. Get your book.
Mrs. Van Alden called while you were away. She asked me specifically to tell you that she's dropping you as the attorney for her estate.
Really? Why?
Mrs. Van Alden asked me specifically to tell you that she doesn't think it's right for you to defend known criminals.
Mrs. Van Alden also specifically thinks that Lady Chatterley's Lover is a filthy book and should be banned. She's an expert. She knows. She's read it 10 times. Well, you tell Mrs. Van Alden to go jump in the bay. Be specific. Make it the San Francisco Bay. One day I'm a left-wing bottle nurse. The next day I'm a right-wing fascist. Then I defend known criminals. I should have taken my mother's advice and gotten a nice steady job with the gas company. What else? What's this?
It was sent over by messenger from Mr. McQuaid's office this morning.
What department is Hank in this morning?
68.
Jump in a cab and get this over to him right away. Go on, Scoot. Go on, go on.
Mr. Tabor, I've accorded the defense great latitude in this case. And let me remind you that this is your third request for a postponement, and court calendars are overloaded as is.
Your Honor, the defense is thankful for the court's patience. However, because of the difficulty I have had in locating Mr. Edward Kamak, the necessary witness to corroborate my client's statement, I request one last continuance in order to locate him.
Your Honor, Mr. Tabor's had more than a sufficient time to locate this elusive witness. These are delaying tactics.
I assure you, Your Honor, there is such a witness, that I am making every possible effort to locate him, and that his testimony will prove my client's innocence. In the interests of justice...
One moment, Mr. Tabor. 5-minute recess.
What happens if I don't get another postponement?
According to the district attorney, Mr. McWade, you will go to jail for fraudulent mishandling of state taxes.
I can't figure this whole world out. I knocked my brains out trying to get a good, honest dealership, and what happens? Some crook runs off with my bank deposits, and the state jumps down my throat. It just don't do any good to be honest.
Relax, Mr. McWade.
Why don't you plead this guy guilty and get this thing over with today? It's a small case.
There are no small cases. There are only small lawyers.
Oh, don't get frisky with me, Sonny. I'll grind you up like hamburger.
Not by calling me Sonny, and not when I get my witness here, Mr. Rhodes.
Mr. Tabor, Mr. Benedict asked me to give you this, said it was important. Hello, Mr. Rhodes.
Hiya.
Thanks, Trudy. We've located our witness.
Will you need me, Mr. Tabor?
Stick around. I'll buy you lunch.
Oh, okay.
Thought you said you found K-Mac.
At least he found us.
Hey, this guy says I owe him $1,100 in back wages. I don't owe him a nickel.
According to this, you do.
It's blackmail. He works strictly on commission, and as far back as I can remember, he was paid a percentage of every car he ever peddled.
Why'd he leave?
I fired him. He wanted a salary plus commission. He wasn't worth it. Must have got wind I was having trouble with the law. Now he's trying to blackmail me.
If you want K-Mac as a friendly witness, you're going to have to pay what he says you owe him.
What?
Mr. McWade, I advise you to give me a bank draft right away. We can get a postponement on the strength of this letter. But first, I'll have to square this away with the Labor Commission. Then I'll talk to K-Mac.
Oh, what a bunch.
You'd be so easy to love, so easy to idolize, all others above. So easy, love for, so easy to make every home fire burning for. You'd be so grand at the game, so care. Come on, Stanley. Come on. Help you build a strong body 33 ways. Come on. Come on, Stanley. Don't you want a strong body? Look. See? Boy, good guy. Come on. Come on, Stanley. Atta boy.
Mort Friedman?
That's right.
My name is Sam Benedict. I'm a busy man, Mr. Friedman. I've got to be in appellate court today.
Yeah, I know. My wife called me. I know all about it, so you better go on ahead, because you're not going to do any good here.
I'd hate to have to tell her that. She's a lovely girl.
He certainly is, but I've investigated the whole thing, and it holds no interest for me. I'm involved in what is observably true and not what is apparently true, and I don't want to see a rabbi.
Can I use your telephone?
Dial 9 for outside.
Thank you.
I appreciate your interest, Mr. Benedict, but the fact is, it's the same old mumbo-jumbo I heard night and day before I moved out of my parents' house.
Oh, your father is Orthodox?
He's so religious, he makes a rabbi look like an atheist. Prayed 24 hours a day.
A man named Mahatma Gandhi once prayed for 21 days without eating. Hello, may I speak to the rabbi, please? Some people have been burned at the stake for what they believed. Others have been crucified.
Well, they believed it, great. I don't believe it, and I'm entitled not to believe it.
And I will defend that right through every court in the country. But if you don't believe in God, why have you tried so hard to find him? Hello, Rabbi?
I won't talk to him.
Oh, the rabbi isn't there. Well, who is this? Ah. Well, look, Mr. Sexton, Oh, never mind.
I won't talk to this one either.
I haven't reached this one yet.
Look, Mr. Benedict, my search for faith and belief is a private affair.
Does your search include the spirit of self-sacrifice?
It would.
Well, then why won't you just talk to a rabbi for your wife's sake?
Because I've tried. I've searched through every religion, including my own, like Salk on the trail of the polio vaccine, and it's just not for me.
Well, try again.
I can't.
Busy. If you'll take the advice of a man who's handled more divorce cases than he likes to remember, believe what you want to believe, but give your wife the impression that you've done your best for her.
Has she spoken of divorce?
Not one word. Mr. Friedman, I'm speaking to you as a lawyer who sees a brilliant young medical student with a brilliant future and a beautiful young wife who has a big problem. Hello, Rabbi Gottlieb. Well, this is Sam Benedict. I'm speaking to you for a couple of beautiful young clients of mine who want to get married today.
No.
Well, we'll talk to you as soon as possible.
You talk to him. You talk.
At your convenience. No. You name it, Rabbi. When?
Listen,
Of course.
You go over.
I'll be there. Thank you very much.
Look, I'm not going to be shoved into this thing.
Do you love your wife?
Yes.
Do you want to see her happy?
Well, naturally.
Do you want to create a conflict between her and her family?
Well, no, but...
Don't you know that it makes her feel guilty to bear an illegitimate child?
Nonsense.
Are you afraid to see a rabbi?
What have I got to be afraid of?
Nothing. So it boils down to this. There's a rabbi named Gottlieb who's willing to talk to you today. Do you love your wife enough to help her through the most serious mental and physical strain of her life?
All right, I'll see him. But on one condition. I make no promises, and if I decide against it, the subject is closed. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
Base on balls.
Rabbi, you're calling a liar, Leon Katz.
Oh, I just think you got trouble with your eyes, that's all, Rabbi.
These glasses don't lie. In 40 years, they haven't lied. Now, this was ball 4, or the game's finished. Now, play ball.
Wait a minute. You saw that yourself. That was right down the middle of the plate. You picked me up, not us. Oh.
Leon Katz. You will please come here to your rabbi right now. What's with you, Leon?
Well, that was my best pitch.
Oh, it was, huh?
Yeah.
All right. All you Jewish giants, the game's called on account of I can't stand it anymore. No more. Finished? Finished? It's over for today.
Oh, Rabbi.
Tell me something, Leon. Why is it in Hebrew school I never hear your voice, and out here playing baseball I never hear anything else?
Well, I know that last pitch was right over the plate.
I wish only once to be as sure of anything as you, Leon Katz, are sure of everything. And another thing, remember, it isn't whether you win or whether you lose the game, it's how you play the game. Huh?
Yes, Rabbi.
Oh. Here's the ball. Mark it Exhibit A and go by to the Supreme Court. Maybe they'll change my decision. Go, 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 go. Go already.
Rabbi. I'm Sam Benedict. Rabbi Gottlieb?
Oh, yes. We spoke on the phone, no?
That's right.
Yeah. Come in, please. Come in.
Thank you.
Come in, come in. Sit down.
Thank you.
Why do you look so familiar?
Why not?
I know you.
Since the day you first came to the synagogue.
Since was I a greenhorn then?
And some fresh Irish kids in the neighborhood used to heckle you by throwing pebbles at your window.
Samuel. Little Samuel Benedict. Of course I remember. Sam, you were such a beautiful boy, too. What happened? Oh, which reminds me, where are the beautiful young clients?
Oh, they'll be here any minute. I thought we could talk first.
Talk? For just a moment. I had a yarmulke here.
Oh.
Please.
Yes, of course.
Here, thank you. So, now we'll talk. How about a boiled egg and a glass of hot tea?
Well, I don't have much time, Rabbi.
Somehow I think much better when I watch an egg boil. Auf und Privitage, brennt der Feuer. This, Mort Friedman, he sounds bright, but terribly confused.
Well, he's wandering around in some sort of limbo, not knowing quite what to believe.
Typical 20th century disease, Mr. Benedict. Excuse me, please. Already they know that the baseball game is over. Hello? Mrs. Haframsky, of course I remember you. What can I do for you? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No.
No, I'm sorry. I'm afraid you lose your bet. You see, the Hasidim were an 18th century Hebrew sect famous for their prayer songs and their sacred dances. Yes, no. No, Mrs. Ephraim. Please believe me, the Hasidim are definitely not the Israeli football team. No, not a football. That's right. Good. I'm sorry you lose. Goodbye, Mrs. Afromsky. Sugar, Hasidim, a football team. I quite agree, Mr. Benedict. The girl should be married in a synagogue. It's a moral responsibility not only to herself and her mother, but to the unborn child.
Of course. Now, when can we do this?
Well, since they are both of Jewish descent, they may be married any time after the boy has been convinced.
Well, Rabbi, I'm convinced the boy has faith.
Mr. Benedict, I don't like part-time Jews any more than my friend Father O'Grady likes Sunday Catholics.
You know, to me, religion is an inner experience. Now, isn't there something you can do to help Mort find this?
Mr. Benedict, please look around. If you'll be kind enough, right there. Books, 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 hundreds of books. Now, in each of these books, men have spent their lives seeking divine revelation. Lifetimes, Mr. Benedict. You want Mort Friedman to find it before his mother-in-law arrives on the 5:45 plane.
It is possible.
Possible, yes. Probable, no. Excuse me, please. Hello? Mrs. Schulman? What can I do for you? A memorial candle? Well, why don't you send one of the children to the store and buy one? Oh, I see. I beg your pardon. It'll be right. Oh, not at all. Not at all, Mrs. Schulman. Goodbye.
Well?
Please, Mr. Benedict, don't rush me. I have to get a memorial candle for Mrs. Schulman.
Rabbi, I haven't got much time.
In the storeroom. I'll be right back.
Rabbi!
Excuse me one moment. I'll be right back.
Oh. Hello, Trudy, me. Huh? Oh, tell the senator I'll talk to him anytime. Anything else? And tell Square John to spend a quiet weekend. Me, I'm at the synagogue. Where else?
Oh, sweetheart, you didn't even have any lunch.
Sarah, I ate. Please, don't nudge me. I got enough troubles. How do you feel?
Fine.
Yes. Yes. Mr. Benedict was right. He was absolutely right. You are two beautiful young clients. I'm Rabbi Gottlieb. How do you do? How do you do, my
How do
child?
you do?
How's the baby?
Oh, he's fine. He's kicking a little bit, but I'm not going to deliver him until this stubborn husband.
All right, all right. Look, my child, do me a favor. Go out and take a walk and enjoy the fresh air. And your husband and I will have a little talk. Go, Maidele. Go. Hmm? No go already? So, women. Now then, Mr. Morton Friedman, shall we find out just how far from God you are, hmm? What's the matter? You look tired.
Well, with all due respect, if you'd been delivering the milk until 2 o'clock and studying until 12 and arguing with your wife ever since, you'd be a little tired, too.
You have a point there. I agree. You have a point. You win. We'll get along fine. Come along. What was I doing?
Putting oil in there told me the eternal light.
Very good. Tell me, Mr. Friedman, is life a shining experience for you?
No.
No?
No, but it isn't murky black magic either.
You feel that these are symbols of black magic, eh?
Well, I don't know. The art, the Torah, the eternal light, the medieval chanting.
Older. Oh, much, much older than medieval, son. You see, Morty, I believe, and you make an assault on my belief. Oh, not ignorantly or stupidly or viciously as some do. No, no. But with knowledge. With knowledge of the Torah, the eternal light, the ark. You know enough to believe, and somehow you can't, huh? I wonder why.
Well, I can't answer that. I believe and I don't believe, as I do with almost everything else in life. It's just that in my field, I'm encouraged to question. And in your field, I reach a point where I'm told not to question, but to believe on blind faith, and I just can't accept that. I must know the difference between what is apparently true and what is observably true.
True. Life is a beautiful riddle, isn't it? Tell me this, Mr. Friedman. Do you think you can distinguish the difference between faith and fact?
Well, I'm sure there is a difference. It's a question of logic.
Logic? Fine. Fine. Let's begin with logic. All right. Sit down. Now, I'm going to ask you 3 questions. And then you can judge for yourself whether you understand logic or not. Good? Good. First question. 2 men fall into a chimney. One comes out clean, one comes out dirty. Which one shall wash himself? The dirty one. No, sir. You see, the dirty one looks at the clean one. He thinks he's clean, too. The clean one looks at the dirty one and thinks he's dirty. So it's the clean one who washes himself. Well, it's logical. Sounds very logical. And what's the next question? Next question. 2 men fall into a chimney. One comes out clean, one comes out dirty. Which one shall wash himself?
You just asked me that. And I said the dirty one, and you said no, the clean one. Sounds very logical, so I agree. It's the clean one.
Look, son, faces alone don't fall out of a chimney. The entire body has to go with it, no? Then they can look themselves over and see who really is the dirty one. So in reality, it's the dirty one who washes himself.
Well, that's what I said in the first place. All right, what's the next question?
Third question. 2 men fall into a chimney. One comes out clean, one comes out dirty. Which one shall wash himself?
Look, you asked me that twice, and the first time I said the dirty one, you said no, the clean one. Then I said, okay, the clean one, you said no, the dirty one.
Morty, look, son, if 2 men fall into a chimney, why should one come out clean and one come out dirty?
I don't understand.
That's logic, son. That's logic.
Well, it's a very interesting little conundrum, but it still doesn't explain.
Morty, for those who believe in God, no explanation is necessary. And for those who do not believe in God, no explanation is possible.
Yes? Yes? But we still have recourse to the District Court of Appeals. Unless they've changed the laws in the state of California in the last 24 hours. All right, right. Trudy, what time is sunset?
I don't know.
You don't know? You don't know? Well, check the almanac.
Yes, sir. Senator Condor is here.
Oh, Senator Condor, that...
Sam.
Oh, Senator Condor. Well, come in, sir. Come in. Trudy, pour us a couple of whiskeys. It doesn't matter what kind, as long as it's good American whiskey and good, clear American water. Senator.
Well, thank you, Sam.
It's always a pleasure to know that my Think American, Buy American slogan precedes me.
Senator, I don't know how it goes currently in your home state, but when you visit California, your reputation always precedes you.
The purest treasure mortal times afford is spotless reputation.
Well, Richard II, what do you know? Well, I'm glad we agree on a choice of authors.
Senator?
Thank you.
Mr. Benedict?
Thank you.
Oh, perfect, young lady. Absolutely perfect.
Why, thank you, Senator.
Sam, the newspapers have been quoting you a good deal lately. Something about Senator Condor conducting a trial by Congress rather than courts. If Congress or any other government department breaks the law in order to find Fred Orlando guilty, the only result can be contempt for the law. Harsh words, Sam.
Well, I always use harsh words, Senator, when somebody breaks one law to enforce another.
Oh, is that what I'm doing?
That's exactly what you're doing, Senator, with that subcommittee of yours. They're trying to put my client in jail for not answering questions. The Attorney General is getting out an indictment. The Department of Immigration is attempting to deport him, all because of evidence gathered by your subcommittee. Evidence which would not be allowed in a court of law.
You know what Fred Orlando is?
I don't care what Fred Orlando is. I care what the law is. And I care about his right to a trial by jury. Congressmen are not judges. How's your whiskey?
Excellent. How much of a fight are you going to make out of this?
As much as is humanly possible.
I'm delighted. Sam, this whole country of ours won't be around very long unless people like you and people like me fight each other. I'm looking forward to it.
And you will get it, Senator. Excuse me. Trudy, no more calls and... Well, put him on. Hello, Rabbi. How are we doing? What? All right. Excuse me, Senator. I have to run.
You're doing that already. May I finish my drink?
Yes, of course. Hello, Marty. What brings you out of the woodwork?
A beautiful mess of trouble.
Well, that's what makes the world go round, trouble. If it's important trouble, okay. Otherwise, I'd like...
It's important. I had a very interesting phone call, and I have good reason to believe that one Henry Tabor is going to be disbarred.
By whom, what, when, and where?
This afternoon, your bright boy paid to one Edward Kamak in exchange for a promise of favorable testimony in the McQuaid case, a bribe in excess of $1,100. And at 6:30 tonight, I'm asking the grand jury to indict Henry Tabor.
Now, wait a minute, Marty. You're talking about somebody who works for me.
I'm asking him to indict you too, Sam.
Oh, get out of my way, will you, Marty?
Dr. Gottlieb. My mother. My mother. Sarah. Sarah, now, you promised to love, honor, and obey. Now, I command you, go to the hospital.
Yes, when the rabbi marries us, I'll go anywhere you want to, Morton.
I can't stand much more. I can't stand much more. You know that I can't stand to see you in pain. You know it, and you're using it against me.
That's right.
What did I do to deserve such a wife? What did... Do you realize that she's in danger? When the fruit is ripe, it falls from the tree and no power on earth can stop it. All right, I'll do it. She knows I'm not going to let her suffer. You know I'm not going to let her suffer, so all right, I'll marry her. Come on, come on.
Wonderful.
No, not so wonderful, Sarah. Not so. Well, you're agreeing under duress, Mr. Friedman, and I will not be a party to hypocrisy. Now, that's final.
You're right, Rabbi. I guess it was just all a foolish dream. You call a cab, Morton? I'll have the baby. I just won't have a husband, that's all.
No, wait a minute. Look, Dr. Gottlieb,
It isn't a question of hypocrisy. It's just that I would do anything to keep Sarah from suffering.
Anything, huh? Even except a religious wedding ceremony. Yeah. Wonderful. Well, it's very kind of you, very generous, Mr. Friedman. I'm sure your parents will be very proud.
Look, I didn't mean it like that. Besides, what have my parents got to do with this?
Well, they aren't exactly Trappist monks, are they? They're still Jewish, no?
Oh.
Still proud of their faith, no?
Yes.
And they were married in a synagogue,
Yeah,
no?
of course.
And I hope they're still married, no?
Been married for 36 years. Listen.
No, you listen. So the Jewish faith did not harm your father and mother, hmm? Would you be kind enough, Mr. Friedman, to explain to me how the Jewish faith will harm you?
Look, I've told you 100 times. I'm a scientist. I don't want to talk philosophy at a time like this.
Oh, Sarah. Sarah. Martin Friedman.
Huh?
Come here. Give me your hand. Feel that, Marty? There's a human being there. Hands, eyes, feet, an intellect, an emotional concept, a soul, Marty. A soul. From the instant of conception, the beginning of a miracle, a human being, Marty. A human being. Well, tell me, Mr. Friedman, what is the scientific formula for that, eh?
I don't know. I only know that I love my wife, and if God is love, then I believe in him.
Marty, before you were bar mitzvah, what did they teach you, huh? Hmm? Didn't they teach you Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad? Hmm?
Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one.
All right. At least you remember something. Okay, I'll marry you.
We're gonna get married.
Hey, congratulations, Mort. You're going to be a very happy man. Thank you very much. Congratulations.
You're falling apart. Will you take it easy?
Wait a minute. We need a minion.
Oh, sure, the best. How much does it cost?
A minion is 10 male Jews, all bar mitzvah and over the age of 13.
What? Do you need 10 for a minion?
Do you need 12 for a jury?
And in 2 hours it's summer. Now, wait a minute. Don't anybody fall apart. I'll be back here with 10 male Jews if I have to go all the way to Israel to get them.
Hello, Sam.
Hi, Harry.
Wait a second,
Come on.
Sam. Wait a minute, Sam. I gotta go back to the office.
No. You gotta go to a Jewish wedding.
Why do I have to do that?
Because you gotta be 1/10 of a minion.
A minion?
Yeah. You know what a minion is, don't you? You're Jewish.
Ollie, will you come over here?
Well, listen, what's the matter with you?
Nothing's the matter with me. I just want to get back to the office.
Oh, hey, is your brother-in-law still working at your office? Pay attention to me, will you?
I have to pay attention to him. I just bailed him out. There's $5,000 at stake there, Sam.
Oh, you're a bail bondsman. You've been through that sort of thing before. Listen to me. Is your brother-in-law still working at your office?
Yeah, I want to get back and keep an eye on him, too. What's this all about, Sam?
It's about love.
Oh, Sam.
Charlie, listen, is your brother-in-law Jewish?
Well, sure, he's Jewish.
All right, now you get on the telephone, you call him, you tell him to meet us here in 5 minutes.
What's up, sir?
Hi, Charlie. Listen, is Greenie still around?
Yeah, do you want him or me?
Both of you.
I'll get him.
Good boy. Hey, what are you doing here?
Sam, I can't help you. That's Ollie Schwartz. He's the running kind.
Schwartz?
He's a fraud indictment.
Is he Jewish?
Certainly he's Jewish.
All right, he owes you a favor. You kept him out of jail. Now, bring Mr. Schwartz, call your brother-in-law. If you ever want to do business with me again.
Oh, Sam!
I mean it now, Harry. Oh, yeah.
What's all this nonsense about disbarment?
Sam,
what do you want us to do?
Oh, hiya, Greenie. How's the family? Listen, Harry will explain it all to you. Put on ties. We'll meet you at the elevator. Did you pay K-Mac personally?
$1,100.
Oh, no. Why didn't you have the Labor Commission send the check?
Because I called Deputy Feist, but he was in court, so I went directly to K-Mac. What's this about, Sam? I want to know.
Marty Rhodes is going to ask the grand jury for an indictment.
For what?
For bribing a witness.
K-Mac?
K-Mac.
McWade owed K-Mac that money. What are you looking for?
Huh? 10 beautiful Jewish boys.
What for?
For a wedding. You can come too.
Sam, K-Mac was properly paid to settle a debt. Nothing more, nothing less. Or is there some law that says a man can't pay a debt?
Or did you pay K-Mac to testify for McQuaid?
That's their point.
That's their point, and a good one it is, too. Hey!
What can I do for you, Mr.
Say,
Benedict?
what is your name again?
Kelly, Mr. Benedict.
Oh, Kelly. Oh, well, glad to see you, Kelly. You can call me Sam.
Sam?
Yeah.
There was no intention of bribery, no evidence of bribery.
They've got K-Mac, and he's got our check.
They've got nothing. Sam, I have K-Mac's receipt for that money.
Well. Hey, Marty, show it to him.
You want to show this to the grand jury? K-Mac's handwriting, signed and dated.
So I made a mistake.
Nice of you to admit it. Say, Marty, are you Jewish?
What about it?
Come on, it's almost sunset. Sunset! Where are we going? Here we go. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, how do you do, sir? Come on, right with us. Thank you very much. Gentlemen, we are going to a wedding.
Beloved bride, you're blessed. You're destined to become a mother of the children of Israel. Blessed art thou, O Lord, who sanctifiest thy people Israel by the right of the canopy and the sacred covenant of wedlock. Repeat after me. I will make you my wife.
I will make you my wife.
Giving you this ring.
Giving you this ring.
According to the law of Moses and of Israel.
According to the law of Moses and of Israel.
Grant great joy to these beloved companions, as you did to the first man and woman in the Garden of Eden. Praise thou you, O Lord, who created joy and gladness, bride and groom, mirth, song, delight and rejoicing, love and harmony, peace and companionship.
Hurry.
Where's the phone?
In there.
O Lord our God, may there be heard in the cities, in the streets, voices of joy and gladness, the jubilant voices of those joined in marriage under the bridal canopy, the voices of young people feasting and singing. Praise thou you, O Lord, who maketh the groom to rejoice with his bride. by virtue of my office, I now proclaim you husband and wife, according to the laws of our country and the right of our faith. God bless you and keep you. God make his face to shine upon you and be gracious unto you. God lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. Amen.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Hear, O Israel, the Lord is our God. The Lord is one. Morton Friedman, welcome. Welcome home. Here, Morty.
Rabbi, thanks for making that little mistake on the date on the wedding certificate.
Oh, you noticed?
Yes.
For Mama's sake. Whenever I make a mistake in this life, I always hope it's on the side of charity.
You know, Rabbi, it would give me great pleasure if you'd allow...
Please, Mr. Benedict. God never charged me for charity. How could I charge you? Please excuse me. I have to conduct evening services.
Certainly.